Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Empressive channel. Beyonce was all the talk on the internet when she headlined the halftime show for the Texans versus Ravens football game that was aired on Netflix. Her halftime show drew in 27 million viewers, which is to be expected for somebody like Beyonce, but it still was a big deal. And of course, her show was incredible. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great halftime show. Very fun, very entertaining, and of course Beyonce is an elite level performer. Her showmanship is one of the best we've seen in music, so she's always going to put on a great show. It definitely reminded me of her Coachella performance, but she mixed in the whole cowboy aesthetic, the country aesthetic, and she brought in the HBCU marching band. It was really fun and entertaining. And even though I didn't care for the album Cowboy Carter, I will say it does translate better live. I do think her live performance kind of elevated some of the songs. And there were a lot of moments I liked. I liked the fact that she brought out other Black country singers with her. She sang a cover of Blackbird with Brittany Spencer, Tanner Adele, Raina Roberts, and Tiara Kennedy. That was a cool moment. I loved her dancing with her daughter, Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy just keeps getting better and better. So I thought that was really a moment. And I really loved the choreography throughout the show. She also brought out Shaboozey and Post Malone. People were really screaming for Post Malone. I was kind of surprised, but he is very popular. And for some reason, this segment with Post Malone was one of my favorite parts of the performance. I don't know why. I guess I just liked how it was a bit more stripped down without all the dancers and all the pizzazz. You kind of see how Beyonce is able to take command when she's in the spotlight. And her voice was really good. Like, I liked the little run she did. I actually liked her vocals throughout the show, especially towards the end. Everything was on point. It was honestly, objectively, a really good show. And of course, it raised some conversations about Beyonce being the best performer. And I can agree that Beyonce is one of the best in the 21st century for sure. There aren't a lot of artists who are performing at her level. She, of course, is one of the best in her class. Usher is great. Bruno Mars is exceptional. Chris Brown is great in his own right too. And some people might disagree with it, but it's undeniable, especially after seeing him sell out stadiums in Brazil and South Africa and just seeing how he performs. He is one of the best at this, and you don't have to be a fan. You know, there are some things about Chris Brown that I don't care for, but I can't deny his skill. Like, he's really good at what he does. Great entertainer. And also Doja Cat. There are some people who would not acknowledge Doja Cat in this list, but I have to tell you, Doja Cat is also a great performer. And she's consistent, she's creative, and she keeps getting better. She keeps pushing the envelope for herself. So I definitely think she deserves to be a part of the conversation. Also, Ciara, of course, I would like Ciara to perform more often, but she did put on a great show during her tour with Missy Elliott. And she really reminded people of who she is as a performer. Like, Ciara is an underrated, under-celebrated performer, in my opinion. Also, Janet Jackson. We all know Janet is a legend. She's been at this for decades. She still performs down in her 50s. She is one of the best to do it, obviously. She is the blueprint, and without her and her brother Michael, a lot of these artists wouldn't be doing what we see them doing today. And of course, there are many other performers. Like, I think Kendrick Lamar is a great performer. I think Kanye West is great. Lady Gaga, of course, is an elite level performer. The artist Pink is another performer, another really good one. Very under celebrated, in my opinion. But she has done a lot of different things live that are very impressive. Not to mention, there are some other performers who are not as mainstream who are also really good in their own right, like Tiana Taylor, Chloe Bailey, Victoria Monet, Normani, Doechii, Tinashe, Fantasia. Fantasia's incredible live. Not just an incredible vocalist, but just an incredible performer. So she definitely deserves to be a part of that list. I mean, there are so many talented and gifted artists out there. I could go on and on and on and on. But when it comes to the top mainstream performers of the 21st century who are still alive, you definitely think of Beyonce as one of the top ones for sure. Now, even though Beyonce's halftime show was really good, in my opinion, a lot of people were criticizing it, and I was surprised, but I guess I shouldn't have been, because Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z in particular have been taking a hit in the media over their affiliation with Diddy. And so some people haven't been viewing them favorably like that, but it was really surprising to see how many hate comments were under the NFL's official post of her performance. I was like, wow, like this is weird. This is weird. And Beyonce's mother, Miss Tina Knowles, of course, had a lot to say about it. Now, she reposted this comment that was defending Beyonce from the trolls, and she also added her 2 cents saying this: "My sentiments exactly. It's mind-boggling to me how you would take your precious Christmas day and watch a performance of someone you hate and you don't think has talent, so you go and talk ish about it later. Obviously, you're so obsessed with them, addicted to them, and secretly admire them, wish you could be them, that you cannot help but to watch and critique and comment and say dumb, ridiculous stuff that makes you look like a joke. So go to another channel when it's halftime, watch goofy cartoons or Bozo the Clown or something you can relate to and see yourself in. Said with love, P.S. I have learned so much from her warrior spirit of when people go low, I work harder. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. 1, 2, 3, waiting for the fake bots to come." So that's what Beyonce's mom has to say. And I don't blame her for defending her child, but unfortunately, she can't control people's opinions. She just can't. And so it's just better to ignore it, because the more she addresses the hate, the more attention she brings to the negativity. Now, moving on, I want to talk about Tyla, because Tyla too has also been getting some criticism. She actually has been getting quite a bit of criticism over small things, but recently people have decided to make fun of her body size. Tyla is very petite in stature. Nothing's wrong with her shape at all, but some people feel like it's necessary to poke fun at it. Now, she was out enjoying Dirty December in Nigeria, and she hung out with Ayra Starr and Tems at a nightclub. They all look good. They all look like they were having fun. She was dancing with Tems, and people wanted Tyla to get out of the way. Now, this guy in particular started trolling Tyla, and he said, "Tyla, just move out the way, please," because he was trying to see Tems. And a lot of people were trying to get a little peep at Tems. They were. But he went on to say this: "LOL, her little scrawny A. LOL, she's too petite." And Tyla saw these comments and she decided to partake in the trolling. She actually posted this guy's picture on her page like, "This you?" And some people were here for the clap back while others were criticizing her. So it doesn't really matter what Tyla does. She seems to get criticized for the smallest things, even if she's trying to defend herself. And this is why I say responding to negativity is not really necessary, because it just opens the door for more trolls. Now, I want to get into this a little bit. One thing I see quite often is the comparisons between Tyla and the Afrobeat artist Ayra Starr. It's almost like there's a stan war going on between Ayra's fans and Tyla's fans. Both Ayra and Tyla are constantly being pitted against each other. And honestly, I don't know why. I feel like they are very different. Their music is different. Their voices are different. The way they perform is different. I think they're different, but I think because they're young and because they wear similar outfits and probably do some similar dances, people like to compare the two. And also they're kind of competing in the same lane because they both make pop African music, so people are going to naturally compare the two. Not to mention there are some tribalist undertones in this whole debate, because Tyla represents South Africa and Ayra represents Nigeria, and both Nigerians and South Africans have had some social tension, I believe. So I think it does play a part in the stan wars. But lately the comparisons have been growing more and more and more. And there was a video posted of Ayra doing a little dance, and I believe this is the Bacardi dance that's popular in South Africa. And Tyla helped popularize this dance with her hit song Water, so it has become her signature move. So when people see Ayra do it, they automatically assume that she's copying Tyla. And a lot of people were saying that under the comments. They were like, "All I see is Tyla. Where is Ayra there? Why is she trying to be like Tyla? And I don't like how she bends her back so much. Ayra, be original and stop copying Tyla. Tyla wannabe. Copy and paste from Tyla. It's giving Tyla." And there are other comments comparing Ayra to Tyla. And it is possible that Ayra might have been influenced. Like I said, Tyla did popularize the dance Bacardi. However, when I see both Ayra and Tyla dance, I also think of Rihanna, because back in the day, Rihanna was dancing just like this, which is not a surprise because Ayra and Tyla are Rihanna's daughters. So when I see this dance move, it's not new. It doesn't belong to anybody, but I can acknowledge that Tyla kind of made it her signature thing. So when other people start to do it, automatically people are going to think of Tyla. And I get it, but I don't think Ayra is trying to be like Tyla. Like I said, I think both of them are so different. They're very different, and they also are very talented too. I think they're representing Afro beats and Amapiano very well. But anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.